Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. I'm your host, Big Bacon. Today we're looking at sort of a special figure. As you all know, I've got a stack of unopened figures down there, and I use a random number generator each week to just randomly pick which one I'm going to review. Which really sucks, because since I've had this thing, I've been sitting there going, number one, number one, number one, number one. It's always been any number but number one. This week, it was number one. This is the one I was most excited about. And, true story, this has actually been opened. Yes, when it got here, my wife asked me what was in it. I told her. And this is one of the few characters that she's actually familiar with and wanted to check out. So she opened the box. What does that mean? It means that the outer package has been opened. The crate inside has been opened, and at least one accessory bag. He hasn't been taken out yet, but what do you say we take a moment and get on with it? Today, we are going to be reviewing the G.I. Joe Classified number 53 Sergeant Slaughter. As always here on the channel, we're going to look at the packaging, we're going to bust them out, look at the accessories, look at him, gear him up, and get him on the shelf. And yes, we will check the articulation during that. So, hang tab, don't choke, 4+. Top of the box, star 53. Down here, G.I. Joe Classified Series, Hasbro, Sergeant Slaughter. We have a lot of renditions of the Sarge, along with a tiny little render. Number 53, the Not a File Card, also known as a waste of space. On this side, it actually continues the art around the corner. Very nice. Down here, stupid script. Back here, an assload more stupid script. We have a recap of the Not a File Card, the Joe indicator, the full digital render of the figure, and then we have the height comparison and all of the accessories. So, as I said, my wife has already cut the tape. So, that part was easy. So we have the weapons crate. Now this one actually came taped shut, which most of them have not. Ooh. Okay, so we got a lot of cardboarded pieces on this one. More stupid script. And as I said, paper's been opened. So let's start with what's in the paper. Okay, now he comes with a pair of fists on him. So, he also comes with a set of trigger finger hands. Comes with a set of grappling hands. Or, it. Oh, wait. It was the hairball. It's Sting! And he comes with a set of pointer fingers. He comes with an itty bitty tiny little action figure. Why? Because he was a major marketing tool back in the 80s and 90s. They threw him on the TV, and he would talk about how you need to go pick up the newest Joe, the newest vehicle, the newest item. So they gave him a toy to hawk. And what a good-looking toy it is. White belt, black boots, brown pants, brown round, black tank top. I wonder who that is. Speaking of brown round, well, we'll get to that in a second. This fell out of it. He comes with a magazine for his weapon. And his brown round. It is well shaped. It's a little rubbery. Got that nice two-tone paint there. Got the scrap painted on, I mean. And the gold of the rank emblem, but that has sprayed a little bit off the rank onto the hat, but I can forgive that because I am excited right now. Next accessory we have, very lightly, very carefully, is the weapon. Looks like a modified AK. Great sculpt on it. Got brown paint on the grip. Got brown paint on the forward hand guard. Peg hole for blast effects. Empty magazine well, but hey, guess what? We just opened the magazine. So it should just plug right up in there. Nice looking. Next. Oh, I know what this is. Next, we have a pair of mirrored sunglasses. Sculpt on these are very delicate. I mean, these arms are really tiny. And yeah, there's some rubberiness to it, but I still wouldn't want to push it. Lovely silver paint app there in the lenses. And this isn't so much pancaked in, it's just used as a guide to sit these in. Painted on multiple, or taped on multiple sides. Okay, so we'll push that through so we can actually get it out of here. We have his swagger stick, his dummy baton, his private beater. Beautiful gold paint up there at the top. Nice wrap up here near the top. Even a hang down cord on the bottom. And last but not least, the whistle of destiny. Very rubbery piece. Nice gold paint. Brown for the actual. Now, because of how it was flattened in the carrier, it's going to be a bit of a pain getting it to hang straight on him. Luckily, it is very thin, so a little bit of light manipulation and some heat, you can probably mold it where you want it to be. So, moving on, it's time to get Sarge out of here. Take my magic clipper thingies. Might be time to get new clipper thingies. Nope, we cut that one easily. Come on out, Sarge. Okay. He's a little wonky shaped when you pull him out because he has been in a box. So certain things are flexed certain ways. Sorry, throat's still kind of dry. Blame Canada, right? So here we have the face sculpt. And that is unmistakably 80s Sergeant Slaughter. Hair nicely combed back. Good paint to it. I mean, the brow line up on there. The jawline, the nose. Those eyes are perfectly set. All in all, it's a good looking figure. Got these really big delts. So yeah, this has got to be reuse of the roadblock, the heavy artillery roadblock's torso and arms. Looks like at least partially new legs, maybe. At least new knees. Oh. Wristband over here, a little bit of paint defect on it. Same thing over here. So actually it looks like it might have a dip line sculpted into it where it cuts in, over, and then back out. It's just not well defined. Belt is done in white. And as such, you can see a little bit of the base color trying to peek through. Gold buckle. This shirt is slightly textured. I did want to point that out. God, I love breathing. Okay, he's got traditional style BDU pants on. Which is funny I say that because there are no side pockets on any of the Joes. But those are on basic BDUs. Nice texturing to the pants. Cargo pockets on each side, knee pads sculpted in here well. And then the boots. These look like jungle boots. I love jungle boots. I need to get me a new pair of jungle boots. Because my jungle boots are old, worn, and I think the wife actually threw them out when I wasn't looking. Articulation-wise, head is on a ball on top of a hinge. So looking up, he looks up that far. Looking down, if you can get the hinge to fully activate, he looks down that far. His neck is also articulated, so he will walk like an Egyptian. Arms hinge up 90. Butterfly joint, but it's not a huge one. Not a great deal of movement. Arms rotate all the way around. Bicep cut for rotation. Double jointed pinned arm. More than 90, but not full range. Rotation. Horizontal hinging on the left hand. Horizontal hinging on the right hand. He's got an ab crunch and a waist twist. So let's start with the twist. Gets good rotation. A little bit of front. A little bit of back. And some tilt. But really you kind of have to slide the body, the upper body down into the lower body to get it to tilt. Or to flex front or back. And it leaves sort of an odd, that's how he was when I pulled him out. He had sort of that odd bulge circle part. But just a little correcting, and it puts it right back down to the belt line. Ab crunch, he leans back. Only that far. Forward. Wow, I found one that has better forward than back. Legs hinge out into the full Jean-Claude Van Damme. Drop down hips. Leg kicks forward. 90. Doesn't come back at all, really. Side cuff for rotation. Double jointed pinless knee. So, there's that. He can almost kick his own ass. Boot cuff for rotation. Foot hinges back that far. Forward that far. Front facing pen for rocker. So, you know what time it is now. it's time to gear him up. Now he's not going to be holding anything with the fists in. So I'm going to pull those. I think I'm going to give him a right trigger hand. A little bit of pressure to pull it out, a little bit of pressure to shove it right back in. But try to make sure you're pushing straight in, because if you push it at an angle, you'll bend the peg or break it. So I'm going to now the weapon does not fit greatly into his hand. Like, it's small for the hand. See how the whistle sits on him? It actually drapes fairly well, but it rides up really high on the neck. See about these glasses. Now, the way I understand it, this is the bane of most people's existence with this figure. Getting those on correctly. But once you do, and you get the hat in place, from what I understand, it does a good job of helping to hold it in place. And there we have him. So what do you say we take a moment and get him up on the shelf? I might end up moving the wolves to their own separate area. Because right now they just take up a lot of space, a lot of real estate. And there you go. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell. And I'll see you all next time.